Tonight's coverage of the NFL brings us to uptown Charlotte and rain-soaked Bank of America Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Let's go. They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grant had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Grant. That caught by Trimble. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
The Panthers at 4-3, a game over 500. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Got his man, it's Thornton. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off play action. Grant. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle. Hubbard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw. Grant. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Chuba Hubbard, his fifth rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here's Sims now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Cameron. He'll find Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
He's got a man. It's his fullback.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded expectations.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
To throw on second down, Cameron. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, But you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On first down, Grant for Marshall. That's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Trying to lay one up deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on first down. Cameron, he'll let it go deep for Freeman. And got his man, complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act to this first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give right side. Blackman.
And able to get this to the 31. And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Cameron. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. You had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Grant. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
On third down, Grant looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thornton. 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Yeah, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And looking at the next-gen stats, boy, what a play indeed. He covered better than 60 yards after that catch.
They'll try and throw for it, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Grant.
Open man left side, it's the tight end.
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he'll get this past the 20 as he gets about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. but also it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The Panthers on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. Operating from the gun. Grant.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Cameron, throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's got some space here.
Down the left sideline. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, Cameron. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll wind up getting free on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they showed passing formation, showing a shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He's going to keep this again, and he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
Well, some complimentary football there. One side, your defense forces the fumble, and then they drive it down the field. Now, obviously, Charles, they wanted the touchdown, but at least they were able to drive it down and get 3 out of that.
Yeah, now we'll have to see how the other sideline responds, because they had plenty of time during that field goal to think about that fumble and how they were going to react. What are they going to do when they get the ball back and try and make things a little bit better for their team?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Grant. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And some room to maneuver. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grant. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On second down, Blackman and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Back to the air on second down. Grant. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Grant.
He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Straight ahead with Hubbard.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
And some room to work. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 26. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grant. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run here with Hubbard.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Chuba Hubbard
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Panthers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
They'll run on first down. Blackman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a handoff up the middle. Blackman, and he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cameron. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
On first down, Blackman, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
49 yards.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Grant.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Point after, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Panthers 21. Jack Fox to kick off the Lions.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Grant. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Operating from the gun, Grant. He finds his man, complete. That's Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Grant. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his 1st. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Cameron. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson, 69 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and through. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on third down. Grant got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On first down, Grant.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thornton.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And the Lions are going to take over here up near the 40. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 73 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackman. And some room to roam now.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And they take a knee. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And they will take a knee here.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit,
the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.